5 text effects that will make you go viral, and today I will show you step by step how you can make them in After Effects. Let's go! The first text that I'm gonna teach you is this nice raining out animation. So let's add our text, and for the font I will be using Arial Bold combined with the deep glow and drop shadow effect. Let's get to the actual animation, and what's very important is that you place your time indicator, which is this blue line, to where you want the raining out animation to start happening, which in my case is gonna be after 1 second, so I'm gonna place it right here. Now I'm gonna select my text layer, then open up the effects and presets and search for the preset called Slide Out to Comp Edge. Very long name, but it's a standard After Effects preset, which means you will automatically have it. Now just drag this onto your text layer, and now when I play ahead, you can see we have this raining out animation. Right now it's moving a bit too slow, so let's adjust the speed. For that, we're gonna press U on our keyboard, and you can see it automatically created 2 keyframes. The first keyframe right here is gonna be the start of the animation, so this has to be placed wherever you want the raining out animation to start happening. Then the second keyframe, a bit further ahead, will mark the end of the animation. So right here, your text will be completely invisible, and all of the characters will have rained out. Let's say you want your text to end after just 1.5 seconds, then you're gonna drag this keyframe to 1.5 seconds on your timeline. And now when I play ahead, you can see it rains out way faster. I would not recommend squishing these keyframes too close together because then it will look unnatural. So I'm gonna go for a total of 1 second. But I'm not done yet because it still looks pretty choppy. And to fix that, very important, enable the motion blur box, which is this one right here, so it doesn't look like it's been made on goofy ass CapCut. And now when we look at it, you can see it disappears very smoothly, like your father. The next effect is even more popular, and it's this nice glitch text. It's a bit more tricky, but let me show you how to make it. As you can see, I prepared this clip of Joe Goonberg.
I like kids.
And the first thing we have to do is create our text. And I want 2 lines of text, so I'm gonna go ahead and type out what my character is saying, which in this case is I like kids. I'm gonna make my text a bit smaller, and I also want it to be split up in 2 different lines. So I'm gonna go ahead, and in between of the kids and like, I'm gonna place a paragraph. Then I'm gonna select the whole text and decrease the leading to get rid of this big gap. And what you do here is completely up to you, so you can split your text into 3 different lines, you can just keep 1. I usually like to go between 2 or 3, I think it looks best. And then what I also recommend is playing around with the size of the different words a bit. In my case, I want the kids to be slightly bigger than the other words, so I'm gonna select only that word and increase the character size until it's big enough. Before we create the animation, we're gonna enable one setting. For that, select the entire text, then open your paragraph panel and put it from center to the left side. This will just make it a bit easier. And now I'm also gonna shift the word kids a bit to the right side. That's pretty easy to do. Just click before the first letter and then press some spaces so it kind of shifts. Again, how exactly you do this is gonna be dependent on what you think looks good and of course how many words you have. I'm gonna go for something like this, and then I also want to make the eye a bit bigger, so I'm gonna open up my character panel again and increase the size for this, which I think looks a bit better. And once you customize your text on how you want it to be, I'm gonna move it to the bottom left of the screen, which is the most common way of using this text. Once we got the text how we want it to be, we're gonna duplicate it for every word that we have. In my case, I have 3 words, so I'm gonna need 3 text layers. If you have 5 words, then you're gonna need 5 text layers and so on. Like I said, in my case, I only have 3 words, so I'm gonna duplicate my layer twice by pressing Ctrl and D twice, and that will leave us with 3 total layers, each for one of the words. And the reason why we do this is so that we can isolate each of the words and then make separate animations. To isolate the first text layer, I'm just gonna disable the view of the other 2, then select the text layer and delete everything except for the first word, which is I. Now I'm gonna disable this text layer and at the same time disable the second one, where I only want the second word to be visible. So this time we're gonna delete the bottom word, which is kids, and then the first one, which is I. As you can see, because we deleted the I, our like kind of shifted towards the left. And that's the reason why we put the paragraph to the left side, so now we can just add some spaces to put it back to where it was before. And then lastly, disable this middle layer and enable the last one to only have the last word visible in this. Like I said, depending on how many words your text actually has, you might have to do this process 5 or 6 times. Just make sure that each of your words has its own text layer. Now we can enable the other text layers again, and our text should be nice and complete. To now create this glitchy look for our text, we're gonna start with the first word, and we have to cut this wherever our character starts speaking. So grab your headphones and listen along.
I like kids.
As you can hear, in my case, he starts speaking at this point.
I like kids.
If it's a bit hard for you to tell, you can also select your clip and then press L twice, which will bring up this waveform to show you where your character is speaking. The first step is obviously going to be cutting all of the text layers because we don't want them to be visible before our character starts speaking. So just select all of them and press Ctrl Shift and D to then delete all of the snippets that are before here. Then I'm going to drag the bottom 2, which is the word like and kids, a bit to the right because for now we only want to focus on the first word. Then I'm going to zoom in on my timeline right here, and we want to go 2 frames ahead with our time indicator to then cut the text layer again. Now move the text layer at the top 2 frames to the right to create this little gap. Same thing one more time. Go ahead 2 frames, 1, 2, and then cut the text layer to then move it ahead another 2 frames so that we have 2 gaps and 2 short snippets, which are all a total of 2 frames long. As you can see, if you watch closely, this will give our word this flickering effect. And to make it more glitchy, what you can do is go to one of the snippets, let's say the middle one, then press S on your keyboard, and very important, disable this little check mark, which is constraint proportions. What that allows you to do is just stretch the text, so if we increase this value, it will be wider, and if we increase the value on the right, it will be taller. Now, I wouldn't go too much here, but if you increase and play around with these values a bit, it will look like your text is glitching. So now when I play ahead, you can see we have this kind of glitching effect. Because it's only one letter, this obviously doesn't look that cool, so let's continue with the next word. And the process here is going to be the same, just drag the bottom text that is not supposed to be visible at that point a bit to the right, and then focus on the second word. Start by just moving 2 frames to the right, then cut the layer, and then move this top section 2 frames to the right to create this little gap. For this word, I'm only going to leave 1 gap because I don't want it to look too aggressive. But again, this text effect is very customizable, so make sure you adjust it to your own personal needs. And then one last time for the final word, I'm going to go to the beginning, move 2 frames to the right, then cut the text layer by pressing Ctrl Shift and D and move it to the right until we have this 2 frame gap. Go ahead another 2 frames, cut it again, and then move it one final time so that we have these 2 gaps. This time I want the glitch to be a bit more noticeable, so I'm gonna go to the middle snippet right here again, press S on my keyboard, disable the constraint proportions, and then stretch it out a lot and also a bit vertically. And because this short snippet is only 2 frames long, it will look like it's glitching, as you can see now.
I like kids.
And again, if you have more than 3 words, you would just continue this until you have all of your layers covered with this animation. Once that's done, we have to create our glitching out animation, because ideally we want to keep the same kind of look for all of our text. And the glitching out animation is way simpler. Just go to where you want your text to end, let's say right here, then zoom in a bit, and we're going to cut our first text layer. Select it and press Ctrl Shift and D, then move 2 frames to the right again, and then cut it again by pressing Ctrl Shift and D. Delete this long section so that our text actually stops, and then we're going to drag ahead this short snippet 2 frames to the right, which, if you look at the text now, will fade up in the same kind of flickering motion. Obviously, do this for all of your text layers, and I recommend overlapping them a little bit, like I did right here, so that they don't just fade out at the same time. One last thing you want to do to make it look even smoother is now select all of the text layers from top to bottom, right click, pre-compose, and then select the bottom option with this check mark, press onto OK, and then inside of the effects and presets, search for pixel motion blur. Drag it on top of this pre-composed layer we just created, and what that will do is just at the beginning where our text is fading in, make it look a bit smoother with this motion blur. I also added my text effects to this pre-composition, so you don't have to add them on each text layer separately. And to rotate this text, turn this layer into a 3D layer by clicking onto this cube section, then press R on your keyboard, and I'm going to put my X position a bit down to about -12, the Y rotation to -16, and the Z rotation to -3, which will make this text kind of rotate towards the screen. Take a final look at your text.
I like kids.
And just know that goofy ass CapCut editors could never do this. The next effect I want to show you is this cool multicolor texture. Because if your text is still just a plain color, put the fries in a bag. Just make sure that for this text, you reset your paragraph to center. And now the first thing we want to do is make sure we get these nice outlines around our texture. And for that, we're going to go to our base text and just duplicate the layer once by pressing Ctrl and D. Then I'm going to disable the bottom text layer just to make it a bit easier to understand, and select the one that's currently on screen. Open up the character panel and click this little arrow next to your fill color, which, as you can see, will give us this nice outline. One thing you might have to change is the stroke width. It's currently at 4 pixels. I'm going to put it down to 2 so our strokes are nice and thin. Now just enable your background layer again and search for S_texture folded inside of your effects and presets. And if you can't find this effect inside of your After Effects, make sure you download it from my Discord server in the description. Once that's done, very important, drag this effect onto the bottom text layer. And as you can see, we will get this nice texture look. Obviously, we want it to look a bit different. So the first thing we're going to do is adjust our color. You can pick whatever color you want. In my case, I'm going to go for a nice dark green. Once you selected the right shade, just press onto OK again, and your text will already look way better. Only thing you may realize is that when you play ahead, it looks like it's been made on goofy ass CapCut because it's moving way too fast. And to fix that, we're going to put the fold speed X inside of the settings from 960 down to 69. And if any goofy anime editor tells you to use S_texture flux instead, block them because they don't even know what a graph is. And the next text we're going to create is this nice race text. And before you crash out, we're not going to use the S_race effect, so keep watching. As you can see, I have my text ready with the same texture we just created. And instead of the S_race effect, we're going to use a different effect called S_edge race. The reason why this effect is way better is because it's edging. And again, if you cannot find it inside of your After Effects, download it from my Discord server in the description. Once that's done, I'm going to drag it onto my text layer above the deep glow effect, and it will look something like this. We don't want our text to look like it's been made on CapCut, so we're going to change the settings. First of all, I'm going to put the race length length from 0.25 all the way up to 1. Then to make them seem a bit more low key, I'm gonna go into the race brightness and put it from 2 down to 0.3. One thing that you can also do if you want to adjust the color of your race to the color of your text is go inside of the race color settings and put it to, for example, red. In my case, I'm gonna leave it white. And in my opinion, this effect is way better than the s_race effect. Next, and probably one of the most used effects at the moment, is this 1x1 text fade in. But before we do that, if you want to get my exact text presets that I use in my most viral edits, make sure you check the first link in the description because I'm still running a huge opportunity in my shop. Thanks to your guys' amazing feedback, you can still save an extra 10% on the ongoing 70% sale by using the code SUMMER10. You can save yourself all the work of making the animations yourself and just apply them with one click. They also work on every After Effects version, so if you want to go viral as well, make sure you don't miss out and check the link in the description. And to make this cool 1x1 fading in text effect, all we gotta do is again move our time indicator to the point where we want this animation to start. For me, that's gonna be after 1 second, so I'm gonna move it right here. Then we're gonna go to effects and presets and search for alternate characters in. Like the first effect we created, this is a standard animation preset, so your After Effects will have it automatically. Make sure you drag this onto the text layer you want to fade in, and if we press U, you can see we have 2 new keyframes. Like before, the first one is gonna mark the start of our animation, where our text is gonna start fading in, and then the second one is gonna be at the point where our animation is finished. So if you want to speed up or slow down your animation, you would just increase or decrease the space in between these keyframes. In my case, I think 1 second looks good, so I'm gonna put 1 second of time in between these 2 keyframes. And then very important, because we don't want to look like goofy ass CapCut editors, make sure you enable motion blur. Once that's done, preview your text. And if this video helped you, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. It would really make my day. Also, check out my school community, second link in the description if you want to learn directly from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.